doing? We out here, chilling in the spot. What up? How y'all doing? We out here, chilling in the spot. What up? How y'all doing? We out here, chilling in the spot. What up? How y'all doing? We out here, chilling in the spot. What up?
Hey, what's going on, y'all? Brothers Breaking Bread podcast in the house. Hey.
We'll have a little potluck. Have everybody over. It'll be good.
Yeah, let's make it happen. Let's not just talk about it.
This is a beautiful thing, man. Just all this blackness, and we all just getting together. We playing dominoes, we eating, we drinking.
And, you know, food is always just the extra, man.
They deprive these people of their basic human rights. You know, and we call ourselves Americans. We're supposed to be above all this.
They'll fake the crisis. They'll make it seem way out of proportion.
We brothers, we breaking bread.
How y'all doing? We out here, chilling in the spot. What up?
Trying to hold it all together, man. Life is moving fast right now.
Man, so it's good to have everybody come through.
I love that, man. I love it a lot more than I could say to you guys.
Mainly just because it was me, you know, and then when you stop and you think, well, this is just every day. This is just another day. So I was the shiny object yesterday. There was another one today. There'll be a new one tomorrow, and the circus will go on. So it's just strange, but it happened. I did think about last night. I was thinking about my various visits to the White House. I've lived a privileged life and met, I think, the past 5 presidents prior to President Trump. First one was in 1984, and Ronald Reagan was president. And he invited my mom and me 6 months after my dad was killed in a terrorist attack. And President Reagan and Vice President Bush invited us into the Oval Office and spent about half an hour with us, thanking us for my dad's service. He was in education, thanking us for my dad's commitment to trying to share American values in the Middle East, trying to promote peace in the Middle East. And all I could think of last night was the contrast of what has happened in 35 years. And there was no regard for whose side you were on politically, political party, anything like that. It was just you were an American, and the office held such dignity and respect, both from the people who were visiting and especially from the people who sat inside it. And it's just sad that it's come crashing down, and that we are now living this. And I realized the horse was out of the barn a long time ago on this, but for me personally, this was my experience with wow, as the office sunken low. And so my hope is that we can find a mature unifier from either party to sit in that chair and try to restore some dignity to the Oval Office again.
Okay, what's going on, y'all? Brothers Breaking Bread podcast, back at you for another week. Thank you for stepping in, listening to us. We got some players in the house today, 10 meters. Joe Jeff brought a friend, Zeb the Souljah.
Yeah. What's happening?
And then it's going on, film. And then the lovely Lady Lavender has also graced us with her presence to talk about some topics, or a topic that we pulled up. So before we can jump back into what Steve Kerr was talking about, let's go around the horn as we do and check in. Since you are our guest, Zeb the Souljah, tell the people about yourself, man, and introduce yourself to the world.
As you said, my name is Zeb. I also go by the Souljah. Back in my youth, when I used to be a top level lyricist, so forth and so on.
What you mean? What you mean used to, nigga?
I mean,
Don't say yourself short, pimp.
The sword needs to be sharpened. But I've been watching this movie,
nigga,
man, on Hulu.
You too?
It's been kind of getting the juices pumping a little bit.
Oh yeah. I can feel him getting stronger.
Yeah, man. So, that's how I came to hook up with my dear brother, Joe Jeff. And we,
Yes, sir.
formed along with two other brothers, the ROT, Reign of Terror.
Yes, indeed.
And sometimes Reign of Thought. And so, yeah, man, we always stayed in touch year after year after year. And he had told me about the podcast not too long. Well, actually, I don't know. I guess it was damn near a year ago or something. I don't know. It was a while ago.
Yep.
And I had caught a couple of episodes, and then I switched phones, and you know what I'm saying? So I wasn't able to follow it again, but then I caught up recently and connected with him. And he asked me if I wanted to come on. I was like, hell yeah. Let me come on and talk some shit. Hopefully I know what the hell I'm talking about.
Oh no! Hey, don't none of us know except for Lady Lavender. We all just be spitballing, bro.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
But
We stay in need of chaperones, nigga. So.
Oh yeah. We appreciate you coming on, man.
I don't know if y'all want me to let the public know, but in the pregame I heard ice and glasses clinking.
They stayed.
Hold up.
Fucking 10 meters. He probably about to his fifth White Claw. Fucking
Don't drink that bullshit.
Sure you don't. I'm sorry, Zimas. You a classy hoe. My bad. But yeah, man, but you said Rain of Thought. I mean, if y'all came out this year, y'all could have been Rain of Thoughts. I mean, going with the Hot Girl Summer.
Wow.
No, too soon.
Wow.
Too soon.
Wow.
Way too soon.
My bad. But nah, man, real spirit, man. Thanks for coming on. And then always we go to the ladies. Lady Lavender, how you doing, ma'am?
I'm doing all right. I've had a long week. It's been had to work all day, every day since Sunday.
Ooh.
So that's like a lot. And we're on our fifth raccoon. So far here at the house. It's like a never-ending cycle of animals in the attic. And I think the babies might be wandering around in the attic now. So trying to figure that out.
We caught so many raccoons. We had to figure out what a fucking pack of raccoons was called. It's a nursery. We have called a nursery of raccoons and traps, nigga. Since the last episode.
So is that what we can call?
What's the method?
You go ahead, babe.
It's just a metal trap outside of the hole that they've made, and it's like old school, like I guess like almost like a bear trap looking thing.
It's Davy Crockett. It's Davy Crockett out this motherfucker.
That nigga's got a Bugs Bunny cartoon going up on their throat, nigga.
That's basically what it is. So if you had Candace Owens, Diamond and Silk, and all them together.
Wow. Well played. A nursery.
The Nursery of Coons. Oh, goddamn.
Hey,
no Ben Carson in there, too.
Hey, people never question why we together, babe. You get me? Oh, I'm crying. Yes. Well played, babe. Well played. But outside
what's a family of vultures?
Ah, nigga, I don't know. The niggas eat coons. That's all I know.
Figure out what's going on.
Hey, we took the babies to the park, and there was a goddamn vulture overhead. Like he was like they following us. Like, hey, what's up with y'all putting some food out again today or what?
Nigga, we need some of that good meat. Nigga, what's up?
We getting thin out here, bro. Yeah. Thanks for getting on, Lady Lavender. 10 meters, good bruh. How you doing, sir?
Hey man, first off, man, thoughts and prayers, man. My family is going through it. We just had another loss.
Who?
My grandmother just passed away.
Ah, sorry to hear that, pimp.
On Wednesday. Yeah. We going through it again. You know, it's just kind of hard we just, not even 6 months ago, we just went through it, and now we're going through it again. So, but other than that, I'm doing well. I'm still broadcasting live from Austin, Texas.
Yes, sir.
Still trying to trying to represent KC down here in Austin, Texas.
So by that you mean you building a stable? You got a stable? I'm joking. My bad. I ain't gonna put you.
I'm trying to show them how to do EP as a city style.
Uh-oh.
Oh shit! I don't even know what that means, but it sounds like it might be. It sounds like it might be HR related, nigga.
And then you'll throw some barbecue sauce on that motherfucker. What you do?
Hey, speaking of barbecue, they got some damn good barbecue down here in Austin.
Let me tell you what I don't give. Let me tell you what I don't give a shit about, nigga. I don't give a shit about no damn Austin barbecue. Fuck Austin barbecue, nigga.
I always gonna say that shit.
It don't sound right, bro. It don't sound right. We worried about you, bro.
I was gonna say that shit.
You go ahead and enjoy your White Claw.
Oh, hipster barbecue down here. Come on, man. I ain't trying to hear that.
They literally probably give you one rib and charge you $20 for that motherfucker.
Probably, yeah.
What you mean probably? Ain't you eating it?
Right now.
I mean, I went to this one. No, I mean the reps buy it for free. Shit, I eat it for free.
Oh, that is right. That's right. My bad. You live in that new hospital life. You live in that new EP. Yeah. So yeah, we in a field where there's a lot of new technology. So it's a lot of companies trying to break in, and the reason how they break in is they bring their equipment for us to use and fuck up, and then they feed us for free.
Right.
So yeah, it's a lot of that going on. In EP. Yeah. I forgot about that shit. You in that big ass hospital, so yeah.
Yeah, but other than that, man, me personally, I'm doing okay. I'm all right. Just like my family, y'all just keep us in y'all thoughts, and if you're God fearing, keep us in your prayers or whatever. It's just we're just going through another loss, and
No, we got you, man. We got you.
Yeah, man.
So Jeff, what's up, man?
Man, I'm good, man. I got my dude Zeb on the cast.
Yeah, but I said I haven't heard you this animated in a while. I like it.
That's what dope.
We gotta get Zeb on more often.
Hey man, we used to be up in the ciphers, man.
Mm-hmm.
Like we last week too, man, and I fell asleep. I had a long night the previous night, and I passed the hell out.
No, we get it. This is a labor of love. We get it for sure.
Dude, okay, so I met Zeb. We used to go down in Mizzou Thursday nights. We would go down to College radio station, and after midnight, after 10 o'clock, something like that.
After midnight, yeah.
After midnight, they would let us, get on. They had a little station studio, like a little session called Cuss and Blend. So one of our partners would get on there and spin records and all that type of stuff. He was playing underground stuff, and we'd be in the other room just freestyling, battling. You know what I'm saying? So why he's called a soldier? That nigga Zeb, when Zeb stepped to the mic, Zeb started marching with it. You know what I'm saying? So Zeb started rocking, and his feet just he just boom, boom, boom. You know what I'm saying? And so he had a little rhythm to it. That's the soldier right there, man. So I mean, dude, we go back, man. So Zeb, he been the dude that, you know what I'm saying, like if I want to do like something introspective on a song, Zeb got to be on it, because he's a deep thinker. I remember long before I had the outlet of jumping on here with y'all on the podcast, me and Zeb used to be on the phone talking politics. Like I said, I think I was with Zeb, talking to Zeb on the phone, and I called it. I said, I think it was 2004. I said, hey, watch. Barack Obama gonna be the next president. Watch.
Yeah. And I didn't believe it. Yeah.
Hey, a lot of us didn't.
So hey, I called the shot. So I got a reference right there. So I called that shot.
One of the few times he was right.
One of the few times. I like it. Hey, one of the few times.
Yeah, we needed a breath of fresh air.
Miss Cleo moment.
Yeah, call me now.
Let me tell you about something. I think it's going to be Barack Obama.
There'll be a Muslim president, man. Oh, my bad. Too soon? Too soon? I'm joking.
Too soon. So, yeah, no, I'm good, man. I got my dude on the podcast, man. It's been a long time coming.
We appreciate it, man. Always welcome. Always welcome. Over here, the other side, Lady Lavender, I guess, other half. Yeah, just catching a Nursery of Coons, going to work, raising the babies, and just trying to be a better man for her and all my friends, man. So that's what I'm doing right now in life.
Everyday life.
Yes, sir.
I
yes,
just
sir.
want to know how much you selling them cats and coats for.
I don't know. I did hit. Damn, I almost said something real racist. I'm gonna say it anyway. That's what we do here. I did hit the Chinaman up to see if he wants some meat. You know, because they said beef is the price of beef going up, dog. So I said he can get a couple coons for about $1 a pound, bro.
Views on
Beef and broccoli.
Hey, just don't ask no questions.
Right.
What's this chef special? Don't worry about that.
Combination fried rice.
See, why you gotta come with the Chinaman voice though? That's crazy.
Oh man, look at it.
I'm sorry.
Okay, I'm sorry. My bad.
I do think we have a podcast name though.
Huh?
Nigga, it's gonna be a Nursery of Coons.
That's pretty good. Lady
I think
Lavender.
it's gonna be that, bro.
Lady Lavender with the fucking. Is that what you call diamond and silk? She put your boo on there, Joe.
Yes, she did. Yeah.
Boys, diamond and silk.
Oh shit! Oh god!
Love it.
Score one for Lady Lavender.
Score
right.
one. But yeah, man. So we can try to jump back into the Steve Kerr thing. I don't know if y'all been keeping up. I'm not the biggest NBA fan, but this does kind of collide with like politics, real issues, as far as what the NBA is dealing with the. I guess is it like the TV endorsements with China, or what's going on exactly?
Well, according to my understanding, so the general manager of the Rockets, Houston Rockets, put up a tweet because Houston. I think they're playing a game out in China.
Yes.
I know it was them and somebody else. I forget who they were playing, and then the Lakers and somebody. And so, anyways, leading up to this, the game was just played yesterday. And so, leading up to this, he sent out a tweet saying something about basically standing in solidarity with the protesters in Hong Kong that are protesting against basically being reabsorbed by China, because like Hong Kong was I think a British colony, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes.
Yeah, it was.
For a long ass time. And so when Britain left, Hong Kong,
it's only been like 10 years. Yeah. It's only been like 10 years since Hong Kong's been independent.
Yeah. So they made some sort of agreement with China that after 30 or 40 years or some shit like that, you know what I'm saying, that that Hong Kong would be reabsorbed, will be taken back into China, become a possession of China, basically, a province, I guess, is what they call it over there. And, and of course, they're used to, the people in Hong Kong are used to living under British rule, under British society, which is more, which is obviously Western civilization, and not under a communist regime. So, anyway, the GM of the Rockets sent out this tweet, and the government of China didn't, they ain't like it.
Okay.
And so, they had some things to say about it, and the NBA does a whole lot of business with China. And the Houston Rockets in particular, because of Yao Ming.
Yeah.
Yao Ming played, and he's like a big deal in the Chinese Basketball Association, whatever it's called there. And so, they took down like billboards, advertising the games. I think the GM, he deleted the tweet and, said something. I guess he gave some sort of explanation or apology or whatever. You know, the status quo, what people normally do when they fuck up, or when they've been told that they fucked up with their tweets. And so, but then the NBA commissioner, what's his name, Adam Silver. You know, he came out and he was just like, you know, free speech. You know, we are proponents of free speech. Whatever, we're Americans. Blah blah blah. That ain't what he said, but you know, in a nutshell. And you know, so it's an interesting, you know, it's a clash, man. You know, because China is communist. You know, however you feel or don't feel about that, and we're professed, you know, free society. You know, and with that, we do have more freedom of speech than they, you know, than people do in China. You know, that's the reality of the situation. And so, you know, so the NBA is kind of cutting between this, you know, well, we want to be American, and they're supposed to be the progressive, you know, sports league and whatnot. Right. They do a whole lot of motherfucking business with China, you know. So, yeah, so that's basically the situation. They played the game. So, like, I usually try to catch the little sports shows, as many as I can, and have time for it. And so they were debating on whether the Lakers and the Rockets and whoever else was playing should play those games in China. And they end up doing it, you know. I really haven't heard much since then. I guess that was just yesterday that the games were played. I didn't really pay attention to anything today. So that's basically what's going on in a nutshell, man.
Yeah. So we had another clip from Steve Kerr. I don't know if we still have it, but he was basically addressing that issue. Yeah. And I think they were talking to him about, you know, have you been asked about human rights violations while you were in China? And Steve Kerr went on some pimp shit. Yeah, I ain't talked about that because it didn't come up. But at the same time, I ain't been talking about the human rights violations we have here in America. Wow. You know, when I was in China, we didn't talk about the AR-15s that niggas just run up in malls and just randomly spray niggas with. Right. So
I got you right here.
You got it. You got to pull it up.
Yeah, hold on.
Yeah, I want to hear that. Yeah.
There we go.
It has not come up in terms of people asking me about it, people discussing it. No. Nor has our record of human rights abuses come up either. You know, things that our country needs to look at and resolve. That hasn't come up either. So none of us are perfect, and we all have different issues that we have to get to. And saying that is my right as an American doesn't mean that I hate my country. It means I want to address things, right? But people in China didn't ask me about, you know, people owning AR-15s and mowing each other down in a mall. I wasn't asked that question. So we can play this game all we want and go all over the map, and you know, there's this issue and that issue, and the world is a complex place, and there's more gray than black and white.
Well,
yeah, well, Steve Kerr has been.
There you go.
He's been guilty of saying some real shit from time to time.
Yes, I'm glad Steve Kerr is a white man because he's a.
Did you call it guilty? Because that was some real shit.
Yeah, because that's some chief Itwan shit right there. Itwan being if that was a nigga. Yeah. Because I'm glad Steve Kerr's a white man. He been fired a long time ago.
Right.
Did you hear during the clip they was torturing Chinese babies in the background?
They probably was, but they was probably making iPhones, so nobody really cared. Nobody really fucking cared, nigga. What you talking about? You eat raccoon? Oh goddamn, my bad.
Oh wow.
Here we go. And this is when a rabbit hole opens up.
Raccoon nest. Anyway, but you know what? We want to hear from both sides. I want to give the orange occupant his say. Here we go.
Are the Chinese wrong to be putting pressure on the NBA, sir? Well, the NBA is a different thing. I mean, I watch this guy, Steve Kerr, and he was like a little boy. He was so scared to be even answering the question. He couldn't answer the question. He was shaking. I don't know. He didn't know how to answer the question. And yet he'll talk about the United States very badly. I watched Popovich, sort of the same thing, but he didn't look quite as scared, actually. But they talk badly about the United States, but when it talks about China, they don't want to say anything bad. I thought it was pretty sad, actually. It'll be very interesting. Excuse me?
Are you okay then with the Chinese government pressuring the NBA over Hong Kong?
They have to work out their own situation. The NBA they know what they're doing, but I watched the way that, like, Kerr, Popovich, and some of the others were pandering to China, and yet to our own country, they don't. It's like they don't respect it. I said, what a difference. Isn't it sad? It's very sad. To me, it's very sad. John?
I have a comment.
Go ahead.
What I don't respect is, bringing truth to the light. I don't respect that you downplaying bringing truth to the light. Steve Kerr is obviously bringing truth to the light. That, we have people who have AR-15s mowing down innocent bystanders, innocent citizens in malls. And yet, we have a president, our leader, who's supposed to be our leader, doesn't even address these same issues, as a problem. He still say, well, we're proud American, we're a great nation, but yet he doesn't address the issues that we're faced with America, such as disparities in, disparities among, the different races and the different cultures here in America. He don't address those issues. He doesn't look at those issues. All he sees is what can he make, white America, how he can make white America great again.
Yeah, I'm more. I mean that too, but I'm more. This is the same league where they tell players to shut up and dribble, and all of a sudden they want them to give political statements.
Right.
Is it the league that said that, or was that
No, not the league. No, I'm saying this is the same league. This is the same corporate. Like when LeBron was speaking out, they were telling the players to shut up and dribble. I'm not saying the league was saying that. No. I'm saying this.
No.
The players of this league were the same people that they were telling to shut up and dribble. But now all of a sudden they want the NBA to make political statements.
Right. Well, no. What that is they don't want the players to do it. They want the white coaches to do it.
Well, that too. But they tell them
they don't want Ty Lue to say the shit.
But they tell them to shut the fuck up too.
Pop can say the shit.
No, that's not it. It's if it's favorable to them, they don't give a fuck who says it.
Correct.
Right. But if it's not favorable to them, then they're gonna have a problem with it.
Yeah,
that's all it is.
Exactly. Exactly. That's all I'm saying.
You know what I'm saying? He was told to shut up and dribble.
Yeah.
When Steve Kerr, he wasn't even criticizing America. He was just saying that we have problems just like they do in China.
And that's the problem right there, because he's saying when you criticize an American, it's not criticizing America. He's criticizing the current administration.
Correct.
Criticizing the administration and criticizing America are not the same thing.
Same thing.
No, it's not.
He got that shit conflated. You know what I'm saying?
Well, in a way though, he was also, but in that sense, he was saying. I think he was also saying we got our own problems here at home too, though.
No, that's
what he also said.
He did address that.
What he also said is, I get to say that because I'm an American.
Correct. Exactly. That's what I thought too.
You know what I'm saying? I get to say that because of my privilege as an American. I have the ability to have free speech. So he's not saying against America, but he's saying we have issues as Americans that we need to address. And yes, I've seen some things in China on TV that have made me think, that's not the regime I want to live in.
Right.
But I've also seen things in America that have shown me that Trump wants it to be like China. You know what I'm saying?
Like Jay-Z said on his wackest album ever. I thought this was America, baby.
Right. I mean, it does. I mean, it creates a pause. It makes you think. is this the type of America I want to live in? I mean,
but this is all.
Before this administration came, it wasn't like this. When Obama was here, shit wasn't like this.
Well, I don't think it was as bad, but I think it's always been a thing of people get in their feelings, especially a certain shade of American when you start airing out dirty laundry for the world.
Right.
It's always been there. To me, what I seen. Go ahead, Zed. My bad.
Whatever happened with the Russian hacking shit and the election shit, whatever, a whole lot of motherfucking Americans voted for Donald Trump.
A whole lot.
These were the same Americans that were alive during the Obama administration.
Yep.
That were alive during the second Bush administration. That were alive during the Clinton administration. So this is America. Like Donald Trump didn't just come out of nowhere.
No, the Tea Party gave birth to this motherfucker.
Yeah, that's what, and I was about to say that. Yeah,
that's where you saw that weird. The brothers and the sisters on this podcast have always seen it and know it's there. But a lot of Americans was like, wait a minute, the Tea Party, these niggas is racist as fuck.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Most definitely. I mean, if you look at the Tea Party's history, man, they play a big part of racism. It's basically, I would say, that old pig statement that Sarah Palin had reverted to back in her campaign speech or whatever she was saying, reverting back to.
Hold on, somebody got like a background noise or something going on. I don't know if y'all like building an erector set. They got some Fraggles or some shit, but it's like some background noise or something.
Is it a problem?
It's probably them Chinese babies.
they still tinkering away, nigga.
Yeah, they throwing up some.
They would have built them iPhones, nigga.
Shit, I had to take my headphones off, make sure it wasn't another fucking raccoon in the motherfucking attic, nigga. Shit.
Hey, dog.
My bad, but go ahead, Tim. My bad. I didn't cut you off.
Hey, but you did. But I forgot my train of thought. Anyway,
you was talking about Sarah Palin and the Tea Party.
But like I said, I was saying that basically in this administration, it's like Sarah Palin and the Tea Party was it's like how do you say it? It's like one of the most racist individuals,
I don't know if she's one of the most racist individuals, but she
not her in general, but the Tea Party.
Yeah,
I would say
she's definitely light-skinned racist. I mean, she ain't like full like put them in the motherfucking sweatbox racism, nigga.
True.
But I mean, I get what you're saying, but it's definitely like I said, you see, but the Tea Party was nothing more than a lot of white Americans saying, "Oh, here's a black president, we're losing our country." And what we get in return for after the first black president is the fucking orange occupant, dog. That is no there is no coincidence to that at all.
No, not at all.
No, not at all. Yeah, you're absolutely right.
Here's some.
I definitely that one because all I see the Tea Party is just the loud Trump is like the trumpeters for the Ku Klux Klan. So
the trumpeters for the Ku Klux, that's a hell of a mixtape, nigga. I say fuck these niggas, hang them from a tree. It's just that's every song they just saying fuck niggas. It's weird. I don't know.
Fuck a nigga.
Just the sound of wood burning in the background instead of gunshots.
I mean, Bo, some real shit, man. I think that is as it's always been. Like it ain't even. It's really motherfuckers saying, "Fuck everybody that ain't me." Fuck, like I don't think Donald Trump is racist, right?
Okay.
Oh, Zeb. Oh, back.
I don't know. That's like okay. That's why I just said okay.
You about to lose it, Zeb. God.
Let Zeb finish his thought, fellas. Damn it.
Thank
yes, bro. Yes, thank you.
What I think is that he's elitist. So now, what that means is that he don't give a fuck about anybody that is not in his class. He don't give a fuck about poor white people, man. You know what I'm saying? He'll pander to them, but he don't give a fuck about them. You know what I'm saying? Now, unfortunately, the situation that it is in America, and unfortunately around the world, oftentimes is that black people occupy the majority of black people in America occupy the lower class.
Right.
You know, so of course he don't give a fuck about black people. You know what I'm saying? But he don't give any more of a fuck about a motherfucker in West Virginia, you know, up in the Appalachian Mountains and shit.
But
you know what I'm saying?
He's bringing back coal, nigga.
But he pandered to them.
Bringing back coal.
No, he's saying he's bringing back coal, bro. And he's doing that shit for the fucking company.
But
right.
You know,
would you hold on? Would you consider that he could be both though?
Yeah.
That's my thing. Those things are not mutually exclusive, nigga. Those are not mutually exclusive. I agree with you with the leaders. But that nigga is also racist. The nigga kicked off his campaign talking about the Mexicans are bringing over the drug lords and the fucking rapists.
And let's not forget, him and his wife were both birthers.
Yes, man.
Right.
Yeah.
Come on, man. That nigga is also a racist, bro.
Yeah, you're right. He's also a racist. You're right about
it. No, but I can see that though, because
that ain't the whole. But that's not. But it's not his fucking agenda. Like, that's not his whole fucking, you know what I'm saying?
No, it's not. Not at all.
That's just ancillary. The nigga is
it just kind of comes with the territory.
He's definitely about getting money in his pocket and in his cronies' pocket.
And he know he ain't getting reelected unless he caters to his racist base.
Exactly. Yeah.
He know that shit ain't happening.
You know what I'm saying? So anyways, I just think that people focus on that shit a little bit too much. Because, like, he's a 70-some-year-old white. It's kind of like when people heard the Donald Sterling shit, right? And somebody, it was like Dave Chappelle or something, was like, he's a 70-some-year-old white man. What else do you expect? You know what I'm saying? It's like...
Right.
Yeah.
So it's just kind of par for the course as far as that's concerned.
But the nigga on the other end of that was Magic Johnson. That's a billionaire. Well, I'm a billionaire. He's a multi-millionaire.
Oh, yeah.
He getting close.
I don't know.
He don't speak good. He don't speak good English though, so they probably don't respect him.
Yeah,
I'm joking.
Right.
He's probably knocking on the door.
Nigga, you got an M in front, nigga. When you get a B, holla at me.
Yeah, and I definitely feel what Zeb was saying. I think a lot of times, but we talking about it here from in this the safety net of the brothers breaking bread. But I think a lot of times, a lot of people like me, I do think he's a racist. But I think there's a lot of people who try to say, well, I voted for his policies and this and that, and try to say I don't see him being racist. I see him being more of a conservative, even though all his policies have shown that he is not a conservative. He is all about letting the riches of the richest get off while we fucking foot the bill. So that's not conservative to me.
Right.
So I think it's like
that's more.
And I know you weren't saying that at all. I think you really. I mean, there's a part of me that's like, I don't know. If I go back and at first I went back and forth. I don't know if he's racist. Or he was racist. Now he's as an older white. I know a lot of my older white friends have grown to these older conservative people. When I'm just like, wait a minute, bro. I remember you was fucking beer bonging and smoking weed and doing all kind of crazy shit when we was in high school and college. And now you this ultra conservative dude. It's like I want women to wear fucking skirts to their ankles and crazy shit like that. Yeah. Right. And so now Trump has he's gotten older. Has he gotten more like I want a more white society? I don't know. We're getting off topic here.
Nigga, I know.
Go ahead. But yeah, but I'm saying, but a lot of people use the whole back to my original point, a lot of people use the whole scapegoat, and I know you weren't doing that, Zeb, but a lot of my white people I know use the whole scapegoat of, well, it wasn't about what his personal ideas were, it was just about his financial things and shit like that. And I'm like, we're about to be fucked financially as a nation, but okay. You ain't got enough money to benefit from the tax code and things he's putting forth.
He is probably the worst businessman to ever run this country. I mean, damn. I mean, in order for him to survive, he has to file bankruptcy.
I mean, but you got to be careful with that though, because sometimes filing for bankruptcy can be a ploy also.
Necessarily,
it's not bad for business if you do it correctly.
He has,
and that's what he did. He did, and that's how.
Right,
and
exactly.
That's how he, that's how he made his millions. He used the bankruptcy laws.
Yeah.
So
I mean, he does what a lot of big corporation does. I mean, he either just flat out doesn't pay you, and then he has more money than you when it comes to like going to court, filing grievances, shit like that.
Exactly.
And he did, but bring up that point too. I know we're getting deep in the woods. We said we were going to talk much about this motherfucker, but here we are, getting deeper in the woods. Now you look at this thing where his back taxes or whatever the fuck about to become, his tax records or filings about to become public record because he ran to the one entity that don't run out of money, the U.S. motherfucking government, because they print the money.
Exactly.
They're like, oh, don't worry, we got time and money. We're not one of these little employees that you just fucking don't decide not to pay, and they don't have enough money to sue you.
Right.
Speaking of taxes, though, didn't the court case come down this week?
Yeah, that's what I was saying. They like the
New York taxes.
Yeah, one of the lower courts finally said, "No, nigga, we gonna see them taxes."
That was the fucking appellate court, nigga. That was a step below the Supreme Court.
Mm-hmm. But the way it was,
nigga, you gonna have to up them shits, nigga, for the impeachment.
Yeah, but the way it was announced though was like a lower court. So I guess they were saying lower than the Supreme Court. That's the way it was.
Lower than the Supreme Court. Yeah. That shit was an appellate court, nigga. That's not a lower court.
No, I'm not. I'm saying the way the news said it.
Supreme Court, but it's not a lower court.
Hello. Are you listening to me? The way the news broke the story was a lower court. So they were basically saying lower than the Supreme Court. That's all I'm saying. That's it. That's all. I'm not saying it was some little fucking like. I ain't saying it was Judge Wapner that said, fucking we gonna show these taxes, nigga.
Stork, you saying? I mean, you were saying it right.
Yeah.
It is lower than the Supreme Court, but it's the appellate court.
Yeah, I get it. And the way, but that's also goes into, we can get into that one day too. The way news is broken and shit like that.
Is he really gonna abide? Is he really?
I mean, this nigga's basically pissing on subpoenas. Who knows what he gonna do?
Yeah,
he's not.
That motherfucker getting impeached anyway. So I'm like, he's like, fuck y'all.
This nigga straight up saying, they ain't coming to talk to y'all. I don't care what your little piece of paper say.
Yeah, exactly.
Yep.
He's a gangster, bro. He's a gangster.
Motherfucker, I'm bullet.
However you want to look at it, man. You know what I'm saying?
I'm the motherfucking president of the United States.
On
certain levels, I respect gangster shit. You know what I'm saying?
I respect like New Jack City levels of gangster shit.
He's being seriously hard. You know what I'm saying? So I don't respect that.
Yeah, but
he the king of. Wait a minute, he on that king of New York shit right now.
Yeah,
that's what he on.
He's just the orange hole. So anyway, I hate him, dog. Like the other day when he was talking about you know what? Fuck it. Let's move on. We didn't talk too much about Trump.
Look. I was talking. You shouldn't hate your enemy, man, because it clouds you. It can.
Oh, my nigga Sun Tzu up in this bitch, dog.
Yeah.
That's what I was about to say.
Sun Tzu wasn't even a general. Sun Tzu wasn't a soldier. He was a businessman that was fucking just saying shit.
Okay.
My bad. I'm just
nigga. Fuck business is war, nigga.
A business is war, and that's all America. That's all we make right now. Wars and motherfucking bankers, nigga.
That's right. That's why we supplying the fucking Saudis. And they paying for that shit too.
Hopefully.
That nigga said, "Hey, they agree to pay for everything we do in the Saudi Arabia."
They probably said just put. They probably said just y'all.
Out this bitch.
They probably said y'all was $15 billion anyway, so just put on that bit. Just take 10 off that, nigga.
Just
Just take 10 off of that.
Right. Nigga, take this crude, nigga, and be on your way.
Yeah.
How much your gas right now? $2.50. It'd be $2.30 next week. Send the soldiers, nigga. Send the soldiers.
There you go, nigga. Here's a few barrels, nigga.
We'll make it for 6 months. Yeah.
Shit, dog. I don't know.
10 for 6 months, motherfucker.
It's like, but like him specifically, like I get that, like a lot of, especially like a lot of U.S. presidents have not served in the military. I get that, But as much shit as he talks about being brave and fighting and the toughest and the biggest, and he talks about the fucking Kurds, even though the Kurds did help out with World War II, he talks about they didn't help us, they didn't do this, they didn't do that. I'm like, nigga, you got 5 fucking deferments, nigga. How can you talk about anything about fucking leaving your country behind? Nigga, just shut the fuck up.
5 deferments. He should shut. Yeah.
So he just upsets me, dog. That's why, once again, I'm out of the military, nigga.
Yeah.
Nigga, you officially out.
So he does all this, and he's the president. That's his reward.
Yeah, I know.
So why would he stop? Why would he not say this shit?
Oh no, I get it. I get what. Now on top of he's the president, and on top of that, he has a base that sucks his balls no matter how dirty or sweaty they are, dog. They just, I mean, like you talk about his opponents doing the fucking debates, nigga. He was talking cash shit about like Mitt Romney's like wife and fucking Bush, his wife and his family, talking cash shit about people's kids, dog. Ted Cruz, nigga. I'm like,
he was talking cash money about Mitt Romney this week, nigga.
I know, dog. I'm like, you can't talk about my family. Like, it's one thing to talk shit about me. We talk about my family, nigga. I will see you, nigga. I will see you before you become president.
On the stage, bro.
Man,
fuck that. Yeah.
What we say? What we say as black folks? I'm gonna get my lick back, nigga. I'm gonna get it back. Don't you worry.
You know what?
Have no fear.
In my humblest opinion, man, I think Trump be talking outside of his ass, man, for real.
He does, but ain't nobody, because they so scared. Ain't nobody gonna do nothing.
No, because they're afraid. They're afraid to challenge.
I don't even know. I don't know if they're so much they're afraid, dog. But he's still putting money in these niggas' pockets. Because let's not forget though, the people that he all talk shit to, they the millionaires, nigga. They the millionaires that's caking off the shit he's saying.
Yeah.
Right. I agree with
So it's like, fuck you, but you did just put another couple $100,000 in my motherfucking bank account, nigga, with this tax cut. So fuck you, but we about to go eat shrimp and lobster, nigga. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So,
and a lot of the Republicans, man, like their constituency is his base.
Correct, for sure.
You know what I'm saying? And like the people that hate Trump, you know, I said you shouldn't hate. But, like, you know, the people that don't like Trump, they don't like him. But the people that love Trump, they fucking love him.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Even if it's to their own, you know, even if it's not to their own benefit. You know what I'm saying? But they just fucking love him. And a lot of these Republican politicians, that's their constituency. So they might not even, you know, think that he's doing the right thing or whatever. But they still got to fucking, you know, because as soon as you get it. You start running for re-election.
Yep.
And let me add and let me add to that. And it's the same people that, you know, that are focused on like gun rights and stuff like that. You know, things that caters to their, you know, beliefs and their values is that what they support that Trump's, you know, is catering to. You know, that's basically is what his base is. You know, the things that those idealisms that, you know, that he caters to.
Yeah, and like Zeb pointed out, that base is like, you talk about these coal miners. You talk about like we want to get D on the show, who's a United Auto worker. A lot of white boys out there voted for him, even though the Republican Party for the most part, and Trump for sure. Anti-union,
definitely.
So I mean, it's a lot of you know, cutting off your nose, spite your face going on. But we got to move forward though. We spend a lot of time on that.
Damon, come on back to the show, man.
Come on back, D. Come on back, dog. Get out of range of that signal blocker they got down there on the picket line and call in, bro.
Come on back in for an hour, and then you go after the hour. You go on back to the picket line, nigga.
But here it is, though. Real talk, though. If GM don't come through, we know there's a shortage of positions for
Yo, these rappers better be on the lookout. You know what I'm saying? Souljah and vengeance. And we coming to collect dividends. Look out, industry, niggas is getting took out. Somebody ankles turned upside down, grip getting shook out the pockets. Rubber band wise, money clips and wallets is falling. I'm all in the Benzes. Platinum rims is spinning. I'm grinning, flashing all this expensive linen. For this from here, it's the beginning of the ending. I'm entering. Steady aim shots, I'm centering on your fan base. You been replaced for reasons like you have no style, originality, message or taste. Just an empty vase, LP rushed and made in haste. A lot of trees, CDs and money gone to waste. So now I'm here to claim it, men won't shame it. Just provide knowledge and entertainment. The people claim it, I hear them crying. Rap superstars dying, both codes heated like a 9 shots, steadily flying, Teflon and lyrical. So we're here to try to perform a miracle. Rise in the middle of the flame, out of the ashes like a phoenix to proclaim the name on the missing jacket for fame. It's undeserved. Niggas got a lot of nerve, flaking a new poison that's composed of a mixture of beats and words. Not shots sniffed or smoked but heard, leading our people astray. So to say the least of a turn, high brain boiling over with thoughts of a coup d'etat. Coup d'etat, we coming for y'all. Souljah and Visions, we in this. Yo, storming the Capitol, get at you, go. Fuck that shit, it's D-Day. That's how we play, coming at ya.
It goes, one if I land into a bossy. See the infantry is set to me, the enemy is the final hour. I need you perched up in the tower, boys to devour, alert the manpower. How about some company, 50 rounds of artillery? I accept the challenge, willingly killing me's not an option. The way I strive, stay alive, which is why I don't wait for the white of any odds. 185-pound frame contains sniper aim, 185 slang, cause I came to raise Cain. You don't want this. Train marksman, covered in darkness, imposing awesome offense. Oh shit, nigga. Yo, here they come. Recruit salute with more guns than 21,000, and we're counting. Coup on you. I slaughter when order, gotta do what I'm told to. Man, I slaughter when order, gotta do what I'm told to. I kill it with so niggas do what you feel. It's coup d'etat.
This is Dara Bradley reporting live from the Nation of Hip Hop. We're here on the front lines. ROT forces are advancing against the top players of the rap game with little to no opposition. And now, let's focus our attention back to the battlefield.
I'm at the gate to your fortress, and when I hear the protest, now I'ma spit rounds and leave the crime scene looking grotesque. So your best bet is to be out like one of snow chests. MCs scatter like roaches, cause I am the light, illuminate so bright that I bring the day tonight. So you can stand and fight, but fleeing might be the right thing. I got troops on the roof of your palace and we strike like lightning. So prepare to declare a new king, reign of terror is the new team. So go ahead and get the news team, so they can get the latest scoop on the new thing. It's like coalition forces knocking out Hussein, the coup d'etat. Yo, it's over, a done deal, steady. You heard it, I said it. Petus and Souljah, we said it. I don't know what you suckers expected. Sissies, yo, you had your time to shine. Now it's mine, and I'm taking over your mind. Coup d'etat.
Yeah, Souljah, vengeance, hitting y'all with these flave songs, relentless. Check it, I'm a loner, I'm alone most of the time. Just me, myself, and that's like a line. That's why I keep a nice like a rhyme. Each line contributes to the design of the portrait of the soldier as a young man. I'm like bleak, coming of age out here in the universe, trying to find my way. But sometimes I feel like a rap trapped in a maze, confused in days. But I'm a soldier, so I'ma pump my brakes, steady my gauge, sharpen my blades. Just like R. Kelly, I'm ready to go all the way. Heavy artillery when my mind spray, wrecking ball thoughts that cause our very yes to just fall away. Look, my mind is the power. I think therefore I am. That's why I stand tall like a tower. Share my insecurities and show all like a flower in the middle of June in full bloom. My radiance fills the room. So when on stage, I got more pull than a full moon. Wrapping you in my vocal cocoon. Your attention I consume, decimating your platoon like a typhoon. Cause my shit's the bomb like a bloom.
Yeah. Zeb, I felt that. Broke it down for all the mental slaves. But check it out. I'm gonna go ahead and talk about these slaves to fashion, slaves to culture. Ask a little question like, why?
Tell them, dog.
I mean, why? Yo, so why niggas be talking so
coughing by sparking they guns in the dark, and they run in the park, and they mans carry chalk, and they dogs always bark. But every time you see them speaking, they always do it walking and running home. Like their name was Kenny Loft, and they talk tough, then proceed with caution. They flossing like dentists. They wanna act like bitches when niggas roll up on them with some real digits like 922 or 45 with a parabolic flow that's sorta live. What gets me is how they wanna judge and critique an MC based on how much they like the beat. Fuck this, I ain't pulling no punches. Like rapping about packing some damn picnic lunches. I clutch this mic device like it's life's a crush for me, just like the body of Christ. And shed blood for the love of the art. Suffering starve while other motherfuckers be in love with their cars. Plus cash and cold sounding like some assholes. Dropping album every Tuesday cause it's when they trash goes out. Don't know what the show was about. We blowing them out like carbon dioxide. You wanna step to the kid, you better not try, because I'll leave your whole shit swole lopside. And if you wanna talk tough, you got the wrong guy. You get rude with Brutus and you get popped in the eye, cause you couldn't reach the spinach and now you're finished. Period, exclamation point, end of sentence.
My bad, dog. I guess I forgot the question mark.
It's all good, man.
You know what I'm saying? We still doing this for my people.
Yeah, I think we should shout out some of our people, dog.
My people like Marty Moore.
Yeah, like my man Mr. Skip who laid down the dope beat.
My man Jax, you know.
Out in LA.
Yeah, for my man Jay Jones.
What about my man Jay Scott?
Fuck that nigga Zeb
That B.I. and my man Joe Jeff.
Yes. For all my peoples, you know.
Yeah, everywhere.
Little sister, you know what I'm saying? Brother Ricky, my mom's my dad.
Yeah.
My peoples, for real.
It's all good. One love, peace.
My people everywhere, singing their slave songs, singing their slave songs. My people everywhere.
Yeah. All T. We want y'all to feel this. Yeah. You know.
Feel that.
We striving for perfection.
Oh, of course.
And in that strive for perfection,
what's up?
We become perfect.
Alright. Yeah, that's what's up.
I think at least.
Bless the son of man, goddamn his foes. Grant the man strength to keep tabs on those who present our opposition. They be tempting them with sinning. My grace keep it giving, cause the devil is up in them. Even so, please address the soul. The body's so weak, it's just flesh and bones. Though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I shall fear no evil, cause you shatter my steps. Put that on my rep, nothing true has ever been said. This life has rewards, though there's better to get. With that off my chest, please order my steps in order to rest until you order my rest. But there's no rest for the weary. We only wish to see thee more clearly, feel thee more near me. Scribe sincerely, by the God fearing. Send me a sign, let me know that you're hearing. Can you hear it? Can you hear it? Can you hear it? Hold on. Can you hear it? Y'all hear that? Can you hear it? Can you hear it? Nah, listen. Man, I must be tripping.
Inhale cannabis, exhale it out. It's all the most high, like Rastafari shout the name of Jah. The will of God rolls like a stone. You could be big today, but then tomorrow you're gone. In the blink of an eye, plans are blown. That's why I try to stay in the zone, do my work and move on. And maybe we'll connect further down the path. Homie, I'm built to last. What? You pumping on your brakes, but I'm throwing the gas, exploring the vast realm of life to elevate from the abyss into the realm of light. Although I've been dealt a sleight of hand, still I stand with the will that's infinite like the grains of sand on the beach or the dial. Let me reach inside, and what I find I'll put in a rhyme, then in your mind until you become a grape on my vine. I need to keep it cool.
break bread with your brothers whenever possible.